afternoon. My name is Ken Hackney, or Ken Adger Hackney. I am the director of the Kind Art Museum. I like how everybody is here tonight, experiencing this artist talk that we have tonight with the artist featuring Duane Hanson. He's an artist who makes hyper-realistic sculptures. His sculptures are made out of polyester in an unusual form that is big and huge for us to see. Duane Hanson will be talking tonight, as I will talk with him as he will talk back to me. He does have a little bit of stuttering a bit. He will always repeat, so we have to help him. But no disorder or anything in him, but we're going to get right started with this artist talk anyway. So, Duane Hanson, I know you are the artist who makes sculptures, and, well, we like to make stories as well as we like to talk with them. So, your first thought on what sculptures are about is what it is. So, take it away. So, the first question is, so how do you make these sculptures? We want to know how do you make these sculptures, and then the follow-up will be talking about, Leo Castelli, how you make all this art is possible. How do you make it all? So, yeah. So let's start with, how do you make it? Well, I make the art by doing a lot of stuff with it. The first thing when that person will come do is they'll come in our studio. They'll leave their clothes on. They'll get in a jumpsuit or whatever, and then they'll come in, and then I'll take a picture of them and take more shots of the details or anything that looks hyper-realistic. Then the next day they'll come in, and then they'll take off the clothes and leave the underwear on. And then we'll cast the mold and cast them. It might take weeks. Make them. Well, maybe possible get it one day. They'll, and then the next day, do their face or whatever, and they can get the sculpture in. Then they'll get the sculpture in. So possibly that's going to happen. And then the following day, I'll stand the sculpture, pull it out of the mold. They'll pour it into the mold, and I'll take it out of the mold, and then all the sculpture will be assembled to be ready for mold and assemblage. And then I'll go with a tool that I call it electrical, and I'll sand it, get the grains in, maybe put the oil phase on, and then after that I'll get the sculpture, and I'll use the applying on it, and then I'll use shellac, which is a really type of sculpture, sealant that seals the sculpture from breaking. I had one that broke, and the sculpture broke, and it was a lady there with the hair that was drooping down. That broke, and that cost me millions. So, who knows what happened to that sculpture. But it is back together, and it's all prepped in all safe conditions. Yes, and it's, all safe and good conditions. Then the next part is the paint. They have 7 layers of skin, 7 layers, silver layers. And then they'll get a brush or, insert the eyeballs and all that stuff, make the hands, the details, and then they'll poke into the hair, get the hair in, and then complete it with a victorious sculpture. But yeah, so now that the sculpture is, you're there to see the sculpture, and then people walk by, but you actually put clothes on them. Nothing like the other artists. So you go to a store and the one time I had I had a person going, and I went to the store, and they said, "Hey, is there someone holding on the bar? This thing was for sale." And they said, "Oh well, this thing's gonna be for sale." And they said, "You know what? This thing's for sale." I believe in it. The thing about it is how the sculpture's like. The entire world looks at your sculpture and thinks of it, oh well, this is going to be a neat sculpture. This is a part of it, how it is. Right. And the next thing they know, they'll say, oh well, this is your sculpture. This is what you'll take. And for $25, they get a price for $50. Yes, they can sold it. Your work has been sold on ArtNet. We actually have 2 works of yours. No, wait, actually 3 of yours. 3 of your works. We have a self-portrait of you and a denim suit. I want to talk about that piece. So tell me about the denim in your suit. So I had a little, I feel people out there with the thing. So I took a picture of myself sitting in the chair, and I took it, and then I cast myself, and I had a little help, and the crew was mine. They cast my face, they cast my arms, they cast me when I was doing this, and then I took it. I took the picture, and then I took the picture. I got it in my hands. I was sitting like this, and then too many people came by. Too many. And it was on the LNA Arts. And they said, look at this guy. This guy looks real. He looks like he's tired. The football player. Yes, the football player. There's a guy from Minnesota. There was people walking by, and they said, you know what? Look at this sculpture. It looks like a guy. It's like a guy that's standing there. And they said, "Oh wait, it looks like a hey, I know that guy." And they know what they said. The next thing is, "Oh wait, I know this guy. Oh wait, I think I know this guy from work." And then the next thing they say, "Well, wait, this guy might be dead. I thought he was alive." Or they would say, "Oh wait, that's the Miami Dolphins guy." And he even actually put a Miami Dolphins head underneath it. You put an actual head underneath the sculpture, and it looks really good. Yeah. They always say that. So, when we think about, this is the third thing I'm talking about, is how your works have gotten into museums, galleries, whatever, all around the world, all around. What was it? Oh yeah, the works get acquired from every single collection. They what they said. Oh, this works nice. I'll take it for $500. Sotheby's sold it, or no, Christie's sold the work. Christie's actually sold the work to them, and Christie's sold it. Leo Castelli was one of them. Yeah, Leo Castelli was a nice guy, and I think he was really nice. Yeah, he sold my work for about $25, $25 for an hour, and he said, "You know what? I'll take this in. We'll look at it." And so, there's so many. Yeah, and I think it's now time. For some people to actually ask questions around the, we have a lot of guests. Some of them actually already spoke questions before the artist talk began. So, anybody who wants to talk to Mr. Duane Hanson can talk now. If you don't want to, you can watch. Some people ask questions about him. We have 6 questions open to ask Duane, and anybody, take it away. Yes, you. How does Duane Hanson, how do you, Mr. Duane, make your art? Well, I know it. But there's a lot of other artists around there who've made similar works to yours. Oh yes, yeah, the work was derived about it. John DeAndre, who makes the nudity works, or the new works like that. He makes the works and they look awfully. And it was John D. Oh no, Mark Sandin. Mark Sandin. He worked with me for the Day Film and Beyond. He makes all these realistic. He's still alive today. Making all those artworks. So he makes the works. All right. Any other questions? Yes, you. I have a question for him. Like Alex Katz, Andy Warhol, or something like that. There was one guy was talking about it. No. Alex Katz, I've never heard the name before. I think I've seen his work. There's one of the sculptures called Alex, and I think I looked at it. You know what? Looks like a guy to jail. There's 4 questions remaining. There's 4. Yes. The work that you have made, is it here? And to make the work there, is it going to be there or not there? When you think of art, is it the thing that you're going to be talking about? Well, not personally about that. I've heard people say a lot of things about it. I heard Andy Warhol say, no, it's going to be great. I think it's going to be wonderful. But I haven't heard of them. The artwork saying, no, this is not your work. This is copyright. Yeah. Yes. The thing about Duane Hanson's work, is it like hyperrealism, like the paintings by Chuck Close? He said Chuck Close. Chuck Close. I think I've seen his work. Are you talking about the work that are huge with the glasses behind the glass frames, like the canvas? Yeah. Well, when I think about Chuck Close, his work is, had really much personality. He had really good personality, I think. And, yeah, that's a good one. I think so. Alright, we'll take one more question. We have to get ending, so. Yeah. Duane, I really like your work, and I think it looks good. Yeah, that's what the question. Jerome? Okay, Jerome. So, what is yours? Honestly, the thing about your work, a lot of people come into works about the Edwin A. Orich, and it's been exhibited twice here in Wichita. And the exceptional for that is how many times the work has been shown. I know, in fact, that the work often gets shown about twice in Wichita. Well, who was it? Martin H. Spurs, the director of the Aldrich. He said to me, well, that the artwork is not as precise. It takes the challenge of what it does. Well, Duane Hanson, it has been nice speaking with you. Anyway, it's nice to have an exhibition of hyperrealism here at the Edwin A. Orich. It's actually the works we have in the collection. We have self-portrait of you in a denim suit. We have self-portrait of model. And we have the jogger the 1984 work, which is in the book. If you want to look at that book, it's upstairs on the shelf in the book cabinet. There's two of them now. Yep. Two of them. You want me to sign them? Oh. I'll do a little signage. Anyway, thank you all for coming tonight to tonight's Artist Talk with the artist Duane Hanson. Duane, I know your work is so beautiful. Thank you. Anyway, that's all the questions we could take. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining tonight, and so much. Thank you for coming.